Hi boys and girls, I'm going to show you where you can find your assignment for your science lesson 12.3 or 12.03, plants and animals. You're going to start by going to your science course, and we're looking at module 6 titled Adaptations, and we're looking at lesson 1203, plants and animals. I'm going to click on the link to the lesson. Make sure you go through all parts of this lesson, boys and girls, to make sure that you have a full understanding of what you're doing for this lesson and for this assignment. I will tell you this lesson gives a lot of examples of how to do the assessment piece. So make sure you go through all 5 pages of this lesson, look at the examples that are provided, because those examples are going to help you with your assessment or your assignment. Page 5 is where you can find your assignment under What is my assignment? We're looking at plants and animals. This is a 2-page worksheet, boys and girls, where you're going to be comparing and contrasting plants and animals, but specifically different things about those plants and animals. So taking a look, this is a 2-page assessment or assignment, and it says for this activity, you are going to compare and contrast adaptations that help animals and plants survive in different environments. So you're specifically looking at comparing and contrasting adaptations that help animals and plants survive. For this first comparison, you're looking at the dart frog and the hosta plant. And this gives a little description here. The dart frog is a brightly colored frog. These bright colors could mean that this frog is poisonous, warning predators to stay away. Plants in the rainforest are normally crowded and have very little space. The big leaves of a hosta plant allow the plant to receive as much sunlight as possible when the sun is out. And then for your question here, it says, what type of adaptations are these? Compare and contrast the adaptations of the dart frog and the hosta plant. Your answer should be 3 to 4 sentences long. So far in this module, you've been learning about the different types of adaptations. You're going to need to say what type of adaptation is the frog's brightly colored body, and what type of adaptations are the big leaves of the hosta plant. So first of all, what type of adaptations does the dart frog have? What type of adaptation does the hosta plant have? And then you're going to compare and contrast those adaptations, the 2 different adaptations. Okay, and again, your answer should be 3 to 4 sentences long. So you could have a sentence on what type of adaptation the dart frog has, what type of adaptation the hosta plant has, and then a sentence that compares and contrasts them. And just a reminder, the types of adaptations are within the lesson. So you need to go through the lesson to be able to list the type of adaptations. And then the second group you're going to be comparing is the toucan and the monstera plant. The toucan has a long, narrow beak that allows it to reach fruit that is hard to reach for other birds. Plants like the monstera plant in the rainforest have long, grooved leaves to drop water to the forest floor. The excessive water that falls in the rainforest could lead to mold, so the leaves adapt to have drip tips that allow the water to run off the leaves. And then you're doing the same type of thing. What type of adaptations are these? Compare and contrast the adaptations of the toucan and the monstera plant of the rainforest. And again, your answer should be 3 to 4 sentences long. A sentence explaining what the toucan adaptation is with that long beak. A sentence on what the adaptation is called for the monstera plant and their the shapes of their leaves, and then a sentence or 2 comparing and contrasting the similarities and differences of the 2 adaptations. Just one last reminder, make sure you go through the lesson to be able to learn about the different types of adaptations. When you're done with this 2-page assignment, you'll go to the next activity tab and you'll submit your work by clicking on that blue plus button that's on your screen and attach your work.